How many folks here are school administrators? And how many of those are elementary school administrators? That's what I thought. Okay, because this is a high school problem, of course. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't shoot me yet. Here. How many of you folks are teachers, classroom teachers? All right, great, wonderful. How many folks here are counselors, social workers within the schools? Okay, how about support folks who work in social service agencies within the communities, possibly? Okay, some in the back there. All right. Who am I missing? What big group am I missing? District office? Okay. All right, they're over here. Anybody else? I didn't mean to forget you, sorry. All right. Well, we've got about an hour and a half together or so, and you've got some handouts. Those handouts are not necessarily exactly like you're going to see here, because I was changing things this morning, which is pretty typical. If I have more time, I make more changes. But I'd first like to thank Michelle. Where's Michelle? Michelle, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's been so easy to work with through this whole process. Believe me, I appreciate that significantly. I probably caused her a little stress this morning because I was not getting right down here, and I thought it was 9 o'clock, and I was down at the gym working out and all that stuff, and keeping this mesomorphic figure, But I probably caused her a little stress this morning, but I appreciate all that she did to help this along the way. And I also want to introduce Marty Duckenfield. Marty, where are you? Marty's in the back there. She's with the National Dropout Prevention Center. And this is not an advertisement for that center, but I've been fortunate enough to be a board member with that organization. I don't know, it's probably almost 10 years now. And they're just an outstanding organization who provides all of us with information and services around highly at-risk students. And for me, all kids are at risk. They're just at different points of being at risk, throughout their lives. And I think of my own children and the challenges and trials and tribulations they go through. And I'm sure do you have children? How many of you have children? Anybody have children you'd rather not admit it? No? Well, just as a side note, in this profession, isn't it one of the hardest things we do to name our kids? I mean, you think about it. Your spouse comes home with a recommended name they'd like to recommend, and you go, oh my gosh, I had a kid with that name 2 years ago. He was a terror. I could never use that name. We've all had that experience. I mean, when I got 5 kids, people say to my wife, your husband travels a lot. She says, not enough. But when I got down to Noah, having my 5th child at age 52, I'd really run out of a lot of names. So I didn't have too many options left. Plus, my wife is Russian Orthodox, and you have to pick from a set number of names there, too. So when I cross-referenced those 2 lists, I only had about 2 names left. So anyway, what I'd like to do is spend some time talking to you folks about a whole lot of things. And I believe that everything I'm going to share with you this morning does relate to this dropout challenge. And I will say I do not profess to be an expert on anything. I really don't know what an expert is. Like you, I have had a series of personal and professional experiences that have shaped who I am. And the collective knowledge in this room is really where the answers lie. And your colleagues who weren't able to make it today, and the community members you work with, and the kids you interact with. I surely don't come with some magic formula, some program to buy, some initiative that's going to fix everything. But I've got some ideas based on my life experiences, and you've got ideas, and the more we share those, I think the biggest value in a day like today is not listening to me so much, but talking to your peers. Talking to the folks next to you. Introduce yourself to somebody you never met with before. Network. Get some new friends, some new colleagues that you can interact with and just share and bounce ideas off with. Because no one of us has all the answers here.